Let's bring now our weekly Tuesday panel. Sky News hosts Paul Murray and Liz Storer. Welcome to you both.
Hello.
Now, let's start with what I spoke about in my editorial tonight. The Prime Minister's very clear lack of leadership when it comes to the explosion in anti-Semitism that we're seeing in Australia. I mean, we're seeing this globally. We had those horrifying scenes at Dagestan Airport and hotels in Russia, Paul. But in Australia, the community is terrified. There is massive anti-Semitism. He hasn't held a press conference. He hasn't done anything about it.
Yeah, certainly also when I was noticing in your editorial, as always, fascinating to watch, was these six former Prime Ministers can't agree on anything, right? Literally cannot agree on anything, but it represents our national leadership from 1996 all the way until literally 2022. They never sign anything. The only time you'll ever get them in the same place is, frankly, at the funeral of a former Prime Minister. The decision that they took is the ultimate way of showing that Albo's in the wrong spot, of showing that Albo has not said the right things, particularly about anti-Semitism and what is happening in the fear in those communities, because clearly Malcolm Turnbull is the author of it. Of course, Wentworth, significant population. He was clear about what that issue was, informed, of course, by not just a worldview, but also Josh Frydenberg about the need for that statement to be made. When asked about it today, as you played the grab, rather than saying completely endorse what they say, pick a couple of lines from the statement and double down, he finds a way around the statement. I don't know why. I honestly don't know why. Now, I know that there's an opinion piece that's in the Sydney Morning Herald today that suggests one of the problems Joe Biden may well have in part of his re-election is that the extreme left of his party does not like his support for Israel and may well sit out the next election, and that would be a significant enough population to potentially deny a re-election for Biden. Is that what Albo's playing with here? But I wouldn't think that that's statistically big enough. Instead, it's a worldview, and it's a worldview that you've been showing he's always had. And while he may change many things on his way to the lodge, I don't think he's changed his view on this.
Liz, if what Paul suggests is right, if Albanese is putting politics and votes in communities in Western Sydney above what is right, above standing up for anti-Semitism, that's disgusting.
Absolutely. This guy's an utter shill. And we've seen this from our premiers also. All lip service, no strong action. We've had massive marches this weekend, most recently in Sydney, yelling Allahu Akbar, talking about we stand with you, Palestine, no matter what you do. The people saying that, inciting this kind of hatred, they know what happened on the 7th. So when I say I stand with you, Palestine, no matter what you do, you're talking about the rape, the mutilation, the murder, the ripping unborn babies out of their mothers' stomachs. You stand with that? We've yet to see any strong display of action from our premiers or our Prime Minister on this massive, we can't really call it a rise in anti-Semitism because obviously it's been there all along,
well, but it's now
simmering underneath the surface. Yeah, and it's taken this to see it come to the fore. And absolutely nothing but lip service from our leaders. It's utterly disgusting.